Hey, what's up guys? Cosmic here. I just wanted to start off this video by saying that I am super appreciative of the new subscribers and everybody that's been liking and watching the videos. I'm actually about to be at 10,000 views on one of my YouTube shorts, and that's really awesome to see. I love seeing my channel grow, and it's a really cool experience, and it's very humbling. And yeah, I'm just beyond grateful. And I'll keep pumping out content as long as people are watching, and hope you guys like it. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a game called X-Defiant. It's a Ubisoft original. It is I believe, an arena shooter, if I believe that's the correct terminology. But yeah, it's very Battlefield, Call of Duty multiplayer-esque game, military shooter basically, and it comprises of different factions that are from different properties that Ubisoft owns. So you have things like the Cleaners from The Division, and then you have Echelon, which is from Splinter Cell. Now, as far as gameplay goes, I kind of want to share with you guys kind of my first impressions of actually playing it. And I feel like I initially realized that there was a really high TTK if you weren't getting like straight headshots. And then my friend that I was playing with, he said that he felt like the movement was very Battlefield. And kind of when I started to like notice the way my character was moving and running and all that stuff, I'd have to agree that it did come off a little bit Battlefield-ish with the way the movement felt. Now, the gunplay itself, I would say probably reminded me of maybe Rainbow, which would make sense considering that Ubisoft owns Rainbow Six Siege. So that kind of makes sense that it reminded me of that. I know some people might disagree and say it reminds them of something else, but that's just me. I'm just sharing my thoughts. And then some of the UI stuff reminded me of Battlefield. Kind of like if you kind of like look at the HUD, it looks kind of how Battlefield's does, or maybe it used to. I don't know. I haven't played too many Battlefields as of late, but just the way it's like highlighted and the way the colors look and stuff, and I don't know. It just reminds me of Battlefield a lot. Now the maps play pretty well. I'd say most of the maps have some kind of multi-layer gameplay, as in like there's more vertical kind of routes to it than I would say probably your average shooter. There's definitely some areas where you can get some vantage points and shoot at people and different things like that, so that's really cool. And I think that there's a fair amount of ways to kind of flank people too, so I would say camping is something that's like easy to do in this game, especially with the spawns and different things moving a lot. I just don't think that it's easy to camp, so I feel like that's a really good thing. Something me and my friend actually noticed was that all the game modes were very team-based. They had modes like King of the Hill, kind of, where you gotta like stay on top of the zone and get points, and they have zones that are like domination, holding certain flags and stuff. So that's really cool. I don't think they really have any modes that are just team deathmatch or anything like that. So you have to be a really good team player if you want your team to win. You can do your own thing and, you know, be a solo player and get lots of kills, but your team won't necessarily benefit from that. Now, one of the things that I feel like makes this game a bit different from other shooters, at least in general, is that it has the faction system, which essentially is like a class, and each class has kind of like two variations on kind of some skills that they can run. So just because you play a particular faction doesn't mean you're going to use a particular skill beyond the kind of like ultimate super kind of thing you got. This actually reminds me a lot of Destiny, Destiny 2. I really like that you have kind of like a skill, and then you have kind of like the super that you build up, and then on top of that you've got another skill, which is your nade. So honestly, as a Destiny player, this felt very familiar in a good way. So if you're somebody who likes Destiny, maybe this is something you'd like to try out. If you want something that's more boots on the ground, more military. Now, of course, I have heard that they're going to be adding more weapons and more factions. I believe each season or something like that. So there's only like 5 factions right now, and only kind of like a handful of weapons for each kind of like type. But there'll be more in the future. So that's something to kind of look forward to and see how that evolves. The next thing I would like to talk about is the content in the game, so far as the amount of like maps and different things that you have. I think that this game actually launched with a really fair amount of maps. It launched with 14 maps, and I want to say 10 of those maps are for general PvP kind of like arena shooting, like I think Call of Duty multiplayer. Whereas I think there's 4 maps that launched that are kind of like Overwatch kind of built maps. I know it sounds weird, but they're for modes where you have to like push a payload and stuff like that. And for a launch for a free-to-play game, like I honestly feel like that's a pretty generous amount of maps. That's just my take. I also feel that the amount of factions it launched with were pretty fair. I like that DedSec is kind of like that faction you have to unlock, but you can either do it with, I believe, like a premium in-game currency, or you can earn enough XP to unlock them. So I like that it's not necessarily behind a paywall. It kind of is. I know some people might consider that a little pay to win, but you can still unlock it pretty easily if you play a couple of days. And then on top of that, DedSec isn't like an automatic OP, faction or class. It can be beaten out by the other factions and stuff. So to me, it's not pay to win, but I realize to some of you, maybe that is. Now, where I do feel like the content kind of fell short, at least at launch, is kind of like the nameplates and the kind of like tags and stuff that you can get for when you kill other players or when people look at your profile in the game. I feel like games do a really bad job on average of like launching with like lots of different stuff like this. I feel like the game that does this the best, especially the shooter that does this the best, is I would have to say Black Ops. I feel like Black Ops always launches with like such an amazing set of kind of like calling cards or tags or nameplates or whatever you want to call them. There's always so many, and they're always really cool looking, and that's something I really hope this game pumps out really quickly. I have not been able to see many of them. I've only seen a couple, and I don't know if that's just because I haven't played long, but when I go to check, I don't see a lot of them popping up, and I hope that's something they improve on. Same thing with skins. I feel like for a free-to-play game, you need to make amazing, premium-looking skins and really, really sell those. And there's a few of those, but I'm looking for, a plethora. I hope they pump out a lot of those. I think skins help players, feel and look more unique. And I know it's going to help a game like this flourish when, they've got a way to make a lot of money. Overall, I would say that this game is pretty enjoyable. It has quite a lot to offer in terms of like a free game. You really can't beat that, especially if you're looking for a shooter and you're on a budget. This is something you at least just gotta try out. If you are somebody who enjoys kind of like skills and classes in your shooters, like Destiny, then this may be more up your alley. But if you're somebody who likes maybe larger battlefields and stuff, and maybe you're more of a Battlefield fan, or maybe you're more of a COD fan and you prefer the way COD's guns shoot and everything like that, you may not like this. It does feel different from those in terms of just how it shoots and stuff like that. And the TTK may feel very unfamiliar. So, keep that in mind. But overall, I enjoyed it. The TTK didn't bother me too much. I really liked the maps. The maps feel very varied. The factions are all really cool, and I enjoy their different skills and stuff. I just really hope that they take the time to add content both quickly and, you know, make sure that it's high quality content at the same time. Like, you know, don't add skins that are just like a new color. Like, add skins that glow, or add skins that have like a monster on them or something, you know, for guns, or, you know, for characters. Like, actually make sure that it's not the same exact character model with just like a different color on the suit. Like, actually make it a different suit, actually make it a different model or whatever. Taking the time to make sure that stuff is high quality will both help it sell, and it just adds variety to the game, and it lets players pick really cool skins. I mean, everybody kind of wins. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would consider it, also subscribing. It means a lot to me. It's free for you guys, and it just would help out a huge amount. Other than that, whatever you can do, I'm grateful for. Leave a comment. What do you think of the game? Do you like the game? Do you think the game will last? Personally, I don't know. I haven't played enough of it yet, and I really don't know the trend of which way it's going. So please leave your thoughts below. I would love to discuss it with you guys and talk about different things like that. But before I end the video, I will leave kind of a short little montage of some of my favorite game clips, and I hope you guys enjoy those. But other than that, have an awesome day. I will catch you guys next time.
Ay, honestly, I've been out here trying to find my rhythm. Been a minute since I let loose everything I'm feeling. New beginners got a nigga laughing at all of the endings that just happened when I took the mask off. Quit pretending we were friendly when I met. Told you that I'm out to get it, so you never should have questioned the location where my head is. I've been headed out west though. On my side, but pivot fake niggas too gaslight. I match y'all. I finished RP where I finally reached the higher league. 30,000 feet, jumping to my cadence on the fucking beat. For the streets, full plate, Rick Ross down to eat. Family taking care of planting every money tree I can get my hands on. I'm feeling damn strong, so the lights hands on. Before we got his hair off, paired off with a cute thing in a black dress. On and off same night, that's a light switch.
Slide my way, then I might hit this side of the park, and then I might switch. We on and off like a light switch. We on and off like a light switch. Slide my way, then I might hit this side of the park, and then I might switch. We on and off like a light switch. We on and off like a light switch.
Sick of being slept on, nigga wake up. I'm a giant, get stepped on since I came up. Paying dues as the rest watch. I might have to drop a couple thou on the wristwatch. On bar, brand new McLaren and the Cali mansion. Dozen bitches in the living room dancing. Shawty about that action, where the James Cameron. I was more about the gold, 24 karat. But apparently that still ain't enough. While they worry about me, motivation is sucks. So the shit with my click, not the same what you want. Niggas move like weather systems and continue to front. I ain't giving a fuck, keep it moving regardless. Every bar, so I reap a nigga, I'm about my harvest. Ask anyone around, I've been grinding forever. But your man whack, shawty same night, that's a light switch.
If slide my way, then I might hit this side of the park, and then I might switch. We on and off like a light switch. We on and off like a light switch.